What's up, Quad Cortex users? This is Steve Ch1, and today we are going to be looking further into the new CoreOS update, checking out some of the new features, and I definitely want to show you the new capture workflow with the new cab sims. This is probably one of my favorite updates in terms of making captures. I mean, this totally changes the game when it comes to making captures, makes your life a lot easier as the capturer. Are you the captor or are you the capturer? Who's the person that makes the captures? The capture maker, if you will. Previously, as you guys know, if you've got a Quad Cortex or you've been looking at a Quad Cortex, when you make a capture, meaning that you're going to take your amp sound and put it into the Quad Cortex, before this update, you could only do it with a statically crackly amp sound with no cab sim. Now they have added a cabinet simulator, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the new capture workflow, how the cabinet system works, and make a capture of channel 1 of my Samson era Matchless DC30, and then we're going to compare this to the new Matchless that they just added into the Quad Cortex. They made a model of this amp that I have behind me. Mine is the Samson era, which is like 96, so mine's technically the very special one according to the guys on the internet. We're going to see how the Quad Cortex model plays out against this little direct comparison. We're going to build a preset using a bunch of the new features, and we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. So without further ado, let's get into the capture. I've got the wiring all set up, and now when you go to your capture menu, you're going to see there that there's a cabinet logo next to start capture, and this is where everything is different. I've already set this up. You all know how to do this by now, so I've got all my levels set and all that stuff, so I don't need to go through that. So now when you hit this cabinet button, let's say that originally it's off, so you have to just turn one on, but you have your selection up here, so you have access to the entire cabinet library. So you could, based on your specific needs, customize this cabinet. If you have a specific cabinet in mind for your preset, like for example, I already set this to be the Matchless DC30 Sig A because I'm capturing a Matchless, so it would make sense that I'm appropriately cabineting my amp. I'm just making up all sorts of words today. And you can even go to your IR loader and you can have all of your new IR things, your lights, which means that there's no reverb attached, or you could do stereo. I personally never do stereo. Today's setup is literally going to be all mono because that's how I gig this. I always gig mono, so I don't waste my time with anything stereo in any of the modeling units because it's just not what I use live. I've had like one person ever complain that they wish that my reverb was in stereo. I'm like, come on, it's YouTube. Get over yourself. Let's take a look here. You have your options for your impulse responses. So you could just tap on, say I'm going dual mono. I hit the check mark and now I have 2 slots to load IRs. You just tap on that and you just load in whatever IRs you want, and then that one's picked, and then that one's picked. So you see these are 2, I think these are from Amalgam, these Pulsonic Cone Marshall cabs, really nice cabinet. And these are 2 different mixes of that same cabinet, so this would be a cool option for a dual mono setup. If you go to page 2 of this, you now have a room mix, a pre-delay, reverb high pass, reverb low pass, and the room size and global output for your IRs. This is all new stuff that's been added, so you can really custom tailor your IR to sound exactly the way you want it. Let's now go to the cabinet that we're going to be doing. I prefer to stick to the stock cabinets. I have IRs. I use IRs 99% of the time nowadays. I use the stock cabinets. I have way more fun being creative with those than I do with impulse responses. So let's go with our guitar mono. We're going to go to D30 Sig A. And now it takes you to this, which is your cabinet setup. This is just where the microphones are. I love that Neural lets you do this with 2 microphones on a single mono cab because that is how I would do it in the real world. I would have my 57 a little bit here. In the real world, I usually keep them over here, but it seems to be a little bit too dark on the QC here, so I usually keep my 57 there. I'm going to change my ribbon mic to the Royer R121, and I'm going to move that a little bit more in the center. And throughout this process, you can monitor this and make sure everything's okay, either with your headphones or to your DAW. I think that sounds great. You also have a page 2 here where you have a high pass, low pass, and output volume. These are really useful because these are basically, if you're in trouble live, usually high pass, low pass, high cut, low cut, whatever you want to call them, they're usually going to be able to bail you out of anything. Having an output volume is always helpful, but being able to high pass, low pass is a very good thing to have in your cabinets. So we are all good with our new cabinet, and now we're going to start our capture and see how it goes. See you in a little bit. Okay, welcome back, and let's see how we did. By the way, I monitor using Audio-Technica M50X headphones. These, in my opinion, are among the best I've used. These have been my go-tos for a while, and I'm really enjoying these. So I'll put links to them below if you want to check it out. All right, so let's hear our side-by-side. I don't know. What do you think about that comparison? Whatever. We're saving this. We got to get on with the video. We're going to call this SS Match 1. And this is a head capture. All right, now let's put that into a preset and hear what we got. Set my parameters to default. I think that sounds good. So now that's going to be my default cab anytime I pull up that. Just those little mic change, nothing crazy there. Let's hear the model versus my capture. Okay, so definitely less gain. All right, so a little thin compared to, I mean, I could spend more time trying to match this, but right now I'm not enjoying trying to do this. So I'm just gonna delete this because I don't think that it's coming anywhere close. It seems like it's got way more mid-range and it's way less pleasant to play. It's a little sterile in my opinion. Almost sounds like a DI guitar. If you want this capture and this preset by the time we're done, all you have to do is like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will put it up when I get to 100 likes on the video, and then it'll go live on the cloud for you to download and check out. So hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, and encourage others to do the same so I can give this to you for free. All I ask is a like. I think that's a pretty fair deal. So let's first mess around with this new dynamics in your delay. I don't have a great feel for what exactly the settings are doing here, but experimenting with it a little bit, what a ducking delay is, and again, no, it's not a typo. What a ducking delay is going to do, it's going to allow you to play your notes before the delay trail. So you'll be able to play more notes without the delay, and then when there's space, that's when the delay takes over. And I guess I'm hearing it a little bit. I'm just having a hard time with it's like a compressor setting on here. So you hear a firm delay on the single notes, but when you play multiple, it's more like there's less delay while you're playing more notes, and then there is more delay when you're playing less notes. I think I got that right. So I've got to explore that a little bit more and really get better with that. So let's check out the reverse delay. So let's throw one more reverb on here. I mess around with the silicon fuzz. Probably my favorite fuzz, potentially in any modeler. I'm not usually a fuzz person, so that is something that's inspiring me to want to play and get a little carried away with. So that's definitely really cool. Really digging that. All right, so I just hooked in an expression pedal. I've got a Dunlop Mini on the floor, and I just set it up in 2 seconds. Again, you just hit your 3 dots, assign expression pedal. You're going to click on assigned, and then you're going to see your wah range. I can't get it to go to 100 right now, but whatever, doesn't matter. You're still close enough at that point. And let's hear what this wah sounds like. Definitely has the wow that I actually like in a wah. Let's kick the fuzz on and make some lead sounds with this. I'm on bridge pickup full wax. So that's typically how I'll either use a wah for like some funk disco type of rhythm, or to add expression to my lead playing, like just like that. Just you can see my knee here playing the gas pedal as I'm playing. So that's a good look at all the new stuff that I'm most excited about. Obviously, there's other things, but this is stuff that particularly is exciting to me, stuff that I was excited to try out and throw in a preset. And I'll be uploading this to the cloud once this hits 100 likes. So please, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know what you want to get out of more Quad Cortex content, and I'll do my best to put it together. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.